But I'm not saying that I would take it, obviously not. But I think when the figure's so high, I get why. I do understand why women take it.
If they take it, it's like I wouldn't even want people knowing that I've taken it, so I'd rather take it and be quiet.
I just want to. We'll judge you.
But then you took the money, you know. So
which is why I would never take the money.
Take the money and shut up and just enjoy the money, invest it, and carry on with your life.
Yeah, I'm never going to take that money. There's no, you're not going to keep me quiet. You're not taking it.
Whether it's in Hollywood or it's in these large organisations, even, you know, in organisations where women are trying to climb the ladder and so forth, you hear about numerous accounts of they're either being approached, that they've, approached, and if they say no, then either they lose their job or they're demoted or they're given work that they can never.
But why? This is,
I think it's such an age-old thing. I mean, if you look across, different faiths and different religions, the woman is always the one that's supposed to be subservient to the
Of course, look
husband.
they only had women priests. It's not an age-old thing. It's in more recent years. So I don't know. His question is like...
Yeah, it's very sad though. I mean, going back to the Bill Cosby case, it's sad. I mean, we all grew up with the Bill Cosby show, I said he's done. But then I suppose we see that character.
Of course, the role model.
It's like we're not seeing the person.
Man,
It's like we don't know that person. We see the character,
because
it's separating the two.
Because he was such a
good
role model.
Yeah.
You don't want to believe, because when I first heard it, I thought, same idea.
Exactly.
I'm like, he's such a good man, so you don't want to believe. But as you say, once you start investigating,
I think I don't know about if all of those women's stories are true, but obviously.
But just hearing the
he's
details of the deposition, the things that he's admitted, just made me think.
Even the deposition, though, we haven't heard the full deposition because they've cut and pasted what they want people in the jury to hear.
Yes, they could be out of context.
Exactly. Yes, and his lawyer has said that it's out of context, that they're not making everyone hear the full thing. So it's like, I still think though that, I do wonder, like, I would like to hear everything properly, not what the press just sort of decides to kind of give us, but it's a very, but then you think to yourself as well, obviously on his good side, the amount of money that he's given and so forth, and they have taken away his doctorate, they've taken away this and that. The money that is given to all these charities and so forth, universities, are they going to give back that money as well? What I'm trying to say, how far are they going to take it back? Because you think if they're stripping him of other stuff, fine. But then give the money back to these charities that are going to help domestic violence and women that have been sexually assaulted then. I just think that it's all right stripping him of the titles, but what about the money? It's a sad affair, and I think it will just get worse before it gets any better.
I don't think it can ever get better, because
you think
I think it's always going to be there.
Yeah, I think so.
Because men are always going to feel that they have the upper hand.
I think trying to be positive, I think going forward, maybe men coming up will look at this and think, you know what, I need to behave myself. I'm not going to behave like that because...
What are you talking about, black men?
No,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's just,
but then it's who can get away with it and who can't.
No, but they all think they can get away with it, though. Yeah, if they're in power, they all think they do.
But we know that the black men in particular don't get away with it.
They don't get away with it.
And the white men either escape it, flee, or it's just ignored and not believed, or they lie about it. I mean,
like, look at Trump. You could say Trump is president.
Well, I mean, how is when you listen? You've heard the recording when he said, "I just grabbed him by the pussy."
Exactly. And he can get away with that, and he's still president.
And we're living in this time.
And we're living in this, and he's the
this is what
the president.
Yeah.
Because of power.
So
I mean,
it's so true.
I was dad to say, beggars believe. It's like when I was, the clip was on TV the other day, and I was thinking, how is this man
The president.
The president. It doesn't make any
when
sense.
I heard him talking, I thought they can put him. I mean, really, you can choose men from all walks of life, and they're all the same underneath, you know. Because it could have.
That's a bit hard.
Well,
so the power of being help.
Look at the president and look at someone like R. Kelly. They have the same kind of behaviour. But one's black, one's white, and one is a president, and one is an artist, entertainment artist. But even though they may have done the same kind of thing, which one has the better character? Not character. What's the word I'm looking for? Which one is looked on more respectably?
Yeah, well, the president is.
Yeah.
But he's probably done similar things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But
because
his time
it
is
depends.
not up yet. That's all.
You think that's it?
With R. Kelly, what do you think of R. Kelly?
I think R. Kelly, the things that they've accused him of.
How does he keep getting away with them? How is he getting away?
Are they properly investigating? I think I don't know.
I think again it's money and power.
Is it being properly investigated?
He's fine and still making records? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I mean,
because these allegations of R. Kelly have been going on for years,
from
Aaliyah, right?
Aaliyah's time.
Right, and that's I don't know if that's
maybe it's because the women are not coming forward and
no, but man, women are coming forward. Women are coming forward, and there was something even recently I saw on the internet. I mean, and again, you saw people saying, "Oh, I'm not going to buy his records anymore," but there was this whole thing that he had women in houses, and I saw women giving interviews. However, nothing else has come of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because I think that they can't get any of the women to say that they're not there against their will.
There's been families
of
these young girls who've been saying, look, he's holding them.
Right, that's what I saw.
Right. The girls are not saying that themselves.
The girls are saying no, that he's not, and whatever.
And I think probably all the underage girls that he's had sex with, he's probably paid them out and they've taken the money because...
That's what I'm saying. Money talks.
Yeah,
money talks, you know.
But then I suppose that, again, for women... You know, if you're going to take the money, then you can't...
Then say, don't take... Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
it's like a choice. You make a choice.
Yeah.
If you think that you can't win by taking them to court and getting justice...
Yeah, don't take the money.
If you take the money, then fine, okay, you take the money. But you can't then come back so many years later wanting then to go... Because I just think to myself, it's a choice. It's a choice you have to make.
Look at the Weinstein girl, the one who was in Charmed. You know?
Oh, yes.
What was it? Her name is? McGowan or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember her name now.
But she's like the head of like the I shouldn't say she's the head. She has done a lot of work with like the Me Too campaign. It's actually a black woman that's the head of the Me Too. Just
we'll get the name. We'll get the name.
But she has said that she's taken money, but at the time she took the money. Because she said, you know, it was the only way that showed that he did something, or you know,
I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense.
It's the only way that when she tried kind of going to a lawyer and stuff, and they were saying, look, if you take this to court,
they're not gonna.
It's like you're not going to win. You're going to lose your credibility as an actress. You're not going to go any further.
Yeah, but she lost it anyway.
Then why then take the money?
But then she took the money because.
It's like a record of their admission.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but then you say it's their admission, but then it's not.
But they see it as a way of just shutting her up, so then she can't talk about it. She can't keep.
You should never take the money.
Why would someone pay someone off if they're not guilty?
But then sometimes I think that. It's like even Michael Jackson paid off some people, but not because he was guilty. No,
Michael Jackson, all right, go on.
No, but I think because he just didn't want the whole.
Well, his people around him told him to shut.
And you know, it's like
the people around him.
It might just be easier, just like look, here you go, because it's money you want anyway. I know you didn't do it. I don't think people should take the money. If you know that someone's done something to you,
don't take the money.
Don't take the money.
No, me neither.
But then I can understand sometimes people paying out, and it's not to admit that they actually did something wrong.
And guys, let me just ask you. We really would like to know what your opinion on this is. So we'd like lots of comments. Would you take money? Would you take money, and would you like to be paid off if you knew that you were assaulted in some way? or would you want to see your perpetrator go to jail? That's what I'd like to know, because, you know, me personally, I wouldn't want to take no money. I want to see that person punished. I want to see them rot in hell, you know, but a lot of people do take the money. We'd like your opinion
I think
on that.
it's the amount of money, isn't it? I think that's how it is. If someone offers you money and someone's offering you £1 million. Because remember, these celebrities are offering a lot of money.
The actual actress was only offered 250,000 at the time. But remember what she's saying?
Was it 250?
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit more than that.
She said it was 250,000.
I think that's what it is, how they get people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right,
Yeah.
but I'm saying if someone, I don't know, Eddie Murphy, I don't know, whoever comes to you with, and you do something, or they've done something and they're offering you 5 million.
I think that if they were offering me 5 million and I chose to take it, I would be looking at it like, well, it's compensation for what you did to me, and the case is closed. You know, it's like it's what you want more. It's like if you think, oh, I've been violated, you know, and the least you can do is give me some money, then take the money and just go on your way.
Well,
but if you think you want them to be punished, don't take the money.
That the Andrew Constant woman wanted more money, and they wouldn't give it, and that's when she decided that she's going to take it further.
You see what I'm saying?
You know,
so that in itself doesn't sound good.
You know,
oh, we've already given you 3 million. Oh, I want some more money. Oh, you're not going to give it to me? Well, look, you're going down. It's like
it's one or the other, isn't it? It's like you either.
I think some women make it bad for
other women.
Yeah.
Of course, by taking the money.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. But I'm not saying that I would take. Obviously not. But I think when the figure's so high, I get why. I do understand why women take it.
If they take it, it's like I wouldn't even want people knowing that I've taken it, so I'd rather take it and be quiet.
I just want to judge you.
But then you took the money, you know. So
which is why I would never take the money. I would
take
never
the money and
take it.
shut up and just enjoy the money, invest it, and carry on with your life.
Yeah, I'm never going to take that money. There's no, you're not going to keep me quiet. You're not taking it. It doesn't matter what they're offering. I'm not taking it. It's hard not to take it, but I wouldn't be taking it.
Yeah. And I think as well, if I mean, I suppose it wouldn't matter if you did take the money, Andrew, because you're saying you're going to be quiet.
No one's going to know.
But,
you sign things anyway.
Yeah, normally they don't want you to talk anyway.
Well, hence why with this Andrew Constant case, why did then they unseal that? Because that was the agreement. Normally, it's sealed as you know.
But then again, I think it's because it's the black man, and they're only too happy.
This is
to bring him down.
Yeah, to bring him down.
What did the Kevin guy say? What's his name? Not Kevin. Eddie. What's the thing you showed me?
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, he said that they don't die clean or something.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah. But then I did hear leading up to this, Bill Cosby was about to buy NBC. Now it's one of obviously like a massive American. Now, you know, again, a black man being in power of such a high, just like Michael Jackson, who had bought Sony, who had bought the Beatles catalogue, Elvis. You know, Elvis. You know, I'm just saying.
Of course, and I think that this is the thing again. This is like a different topic to say, you know, are black men allowed to get or not allowed to get too powerful? You know,
as powerful as white men.
Yeah. You know, and when they see that
some
they're
get away with it. Trump's got stuff in his
right.
closet.
How is he still getting away with it?
He still remain, you know, goes even
He's up
higher.
there. I know that is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's
So
ridiculous.
it should be just one rule for all.
It should be, but there's a
Yeah,
lot
but
of
we don't
glass
live in
ceilings
that-
out
we
there,
don't-
isn't there?
live in that world.
And I think just going forward, women who have been victim of these type of things, I think we just now, because it's more open, then if they felt maybe years back or didn't feel comfortable, they need to come forward. Because
they thought that they were going to be believed like
if
20
people
years
at the top,
ago,
if they've been abused by people at the top, etc., or even people at the same level as them, it doesn't matter whether what level, but we're talking about people of power. They shouldn't feel afraid because people are listening now.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
You know?
I think you're right.
And I think because people are listening more, the people who are at the top are more vulnerable as such now because they know that they've seen people around them fall
down,
big time. So I think that it makes them now be like think about it. You know, exactly. So hopefully, so going forward, people who have done it, if people at the top now have got stuff in their closet, skeletons there that they're worried about coming out. I don't know, but people coming up, men coming up, who's gonna just get to that level, they need to conduct themselves in a better manner because they know that there are consequences for those actions.
For those actions, even if it's 30 years ago.
Even if it's 30 years.
Yeah, I know.
But it is just so sad that which you can look at any area in life and there's sexual abuse. You know,
course, yeah.
I mean, you probably heard about the was it Haiti? The
charity.
The charity.
The charity.
You know,
charity workers,
you think when people are at their worst and most vulnerable, that the sexual
and
abuse.
again, it's covered up.
But again, it's back to they're empowered. Remember, they see these guys come over from England, wherever. Well, some were from England to help these guys. So it's like they look up to them. Oh, you know, you're there to save us and help us.
Saviour.
And they just take advantage of them. Bastards, man! I'm telling you.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, it's true. It's true. It's not confined to any one area, any part of the world.
No, it's men with power.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You know, I'm not saying. Well, I'd like to think that women don't get involved in that. There will be some women around the place. But
but I mean, even as we were saying earlier, just the agent. I mean, I don't know if it was a man or a woman.
Female. It was a
female. You know, that's
she
involvement
of it.
Yes.
So,
you know, and as a woman, you'd think that she would be thinking, even if she felt like I don't want to lose my job. Even if to say to someone, don't go to his hotel.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Anyway,
Okay, all right.
Are we wrapping this one up?
Yeah.
I
enjoyed that.
I think, as Nor just said, definitely tell us what your comments are. Give us your feedback. I think this is a big topic, and you know, we could talk for ages about this whole topic, not just about Bill Cosby. We like to hear about your comments on Bill Cosby, but also what you think about women in society and the power that men have over women and how they treat women. All comments are welcome.